Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I'm Sittie Johairah, I'm Abdulla, and we are tasked to make a two-story residential building. So in my proposed two-story modern residential building is composed of four plans: the architectural plan, the structural plan, plumbing plan, and electrical plan. And each plans have different plans and different plans also. So let's discuss first the first plan, the architectural plan, which is the perspective view. And as you can see, we all know that perspective view is a two-dimensional representation of the three-dimensional space, where the apparent size of an object decreases as its distance from the viewer increases. So in my residential building, it shows that it uses only a paint to beautify and to attract the eyes of the client. Also, the roof that I chose is hip roof because I think it is the type of roof that will suit in my residential building. In addition, it's shown in the perspective that the pole is placed at the left side. The next one is the vicinity map. The vicinity map means a map which indicates the region near or about a place and the proximity to prominent and established landmarks. It shows where the site is located, so my residential building is located at Gonzalo Javier Street, Rosary Heights 7, Cotabato City, as shown in the vicinity map that I make. The next one is the site development plan. Site development planning entails the drawing to scale of plans to illustrate proposed development of a subject property. So the floor area of my residential building is 144 square meter, and at the right side is the pool, which is 32 square meter, with a lot area of 475 square meter. Next is the first floor plan. A floor plan is type of drawing that shows you the layout of home or property from above. Floor plans typically illustrate the location of walls, windows, doors, and stairs, and etc. The rooms that I've included in the floor plan is based on the guidelines that was given to us, which is for the first floor plan. There are carport, living room, dining area, kitchen, dirty kitchen, one common toilet and bath, laundry room, driver's room, and maid's room. So let's proceed to the second floor plan. For the second floor plan, there are family area, one guest room with toilet and bath, study room, one common toilet and bath, two bedrooms with toilet and bath, master bedroom with toilet and bath, and also I've included and uh, also included the stair, as you can see. The next one is the elevations. Elevations refer to an orthographic projections of the exterior, or sometimes the interior, faces of a building. That is a two-dimensional drawing of the building's facade. So these elevations are consist of four. First is the front elevation, as shown in the picture is the front elevation of my residential building. So I've included the dimension and some indication also, which is the top of roof beam, and ground floor line. Also, the wall was cement plaster finish. It is coated with paint three times. On the other hand, the material that I use for the roof is asphalt shingles, same with the other elevation. So these are the rear elevation, rear elevation of my house, of, of my residential building, the right side elevation, and the left side elevation. So the next is the cross section. There are two types of cross section. Firstly, the transverse cross section. The transverse cross section is a section done through the x-axis. So the transverse of my residential building is based on the cut section through x-axis on the floor plan from first to second floor plan. Same with the longitudinal cross section, which is done through the y-axis. It is based on the cut section through y-axis on the floor plan from first to second floor plan. Also, I've included a dimension and some indication as shown in the picture. The next one is the roof plan. The roof plan is a scale drawing or diagram or a proposed roof development. So this roof plan is based on the roof that that I chose, which is the hip roof, so the arrow in the roof shows the direction of the framing member. The next one is the schedule of doors. As shown in the picture, there are four types of doors. For the door 1, its type is wooden panel door with glass, and its door frame is wood. For the door 2, it is it is a sliding door and its door frame is aluminum. For the door 3, it is a wooden door that can be bought at Shopee and its door frame is wood also. Lastly is the door 4 is a PVC flush door and its door frame is PVC. I've also indicated the dimension of each door and its total number required. Lastly, in the architectural plan is the schedule of window. The schedule of window, for the schedule of window, there are 13 window. And I've also indicated the dimension of each windows. Regarding for the type, there are sliding glass door, fixed glass window, and sliding glass window with fixed glass and the window frame of its aluminum. So let's proceed to the structural plan. First is the foundation plan. So this is a foundation plan of my residential building wherein C1 stands for column 1 and it has a dimension of 0.3 meter by 0.3 meter. The F1 stands for footing 1 with a dimension of 1.5 meter by 1.5 meter, and the GB1 stands for grade beam 1 with a dimension of 0.2 meter by 0.3 meter. So let's proceed to the details of column footing, wall footing, and column. So for the column, from ground floor to roof beam, it has dimension of 0.3 meter by 0.3 meter thickness and 60 millimeter vertical bars with 2 pieces and 2 millimeter stirrups with 0.05 meter tie space and 4 pieces 10 millimeter stirrups with 0.075 meter tie space and 4 pieces 10 millimeter stirrups with 0.10 tie space and the rest at 0.20 meter tie space. For the column footing, it has a dimension of 1.2 meter by 1.2 meter with 0.35 meter thickness and 1.2 depth, 4 pieces, 16 millimeter vertical and horizontal bars. For the wall footing, it is indicated in the picture shown some details of it. The next one is the second floor framing plan. In this sheet content, it can be seen the location of C1 or the column 1 and the beam 1 or the beam or the B1 or the beam 1 and the slab, and it's shown that only the stairwell is open or has no slab since in the floor framing plan, it provides structural information such as the joist location, spacing and direction, as well as the floor height and the stair opening. The next one is the details and schedule of beam and details of second floor slab. As shown in the picture in the details and schedule of beam, details of second floor slab. For the B1 or beam 1, it has a dimension of 0.2 meter by 0.3 meter, and it is indicated in the picture shown that details of it same with the second floor slab, I've indicated some details of it. For the schedule of beam, there are SB1 or the second floor beam 1 and the grade beam, the GB1 or the grade beam 1, the TB1 or the tie beam 1, and the RB1 or the roof beam 1, which is also of them has the same dimensions. Next is the details of concrete stair. For the concrete stair, it has a riser of 0.2 meter and a trend of 0.29 meter. Some details of it is indicated in the picture shown. The next one is the roof framing plan. In this sheet content it shows that the roof framing plan of my residential building, which is a hip roof, and it can be seen the steel and purlins as shown in the picture. And lastly, in the structural plans is the details of steel truss. For the details of steel truss, I've indicated some dimension, and also it can be seen in the picture shown the purlins, the apex, and the truss. And so let's proceed to the plumbing plans. The first in the plumbing plans is the first floor sanitary layout. But I've included, pinagsama ko na lang sila dalawa. So the first and the second floor sanitary layout plan. For the first and second floor sanitary layout plan, I've included a legend to each to determine those words and object that I've put in the said plan. So in the picture shown, the lavatory and floor drain is connected to the water drain line, and it goes to the catch basin and it goes to the canal. Whereas the waste drain is connected to the waste drain line, and it goes to the septic vault after it goes to canal. And the next one, we have the first and the second floor water layout plan. As shown in the picture, it can be seen how the distribution of water happened. So it started from the water source. After that, there is a water meter, and and then a gate valve, and then the lavatory, waste drain, shower, as well as the faucet. The faucet is connected to water line. So in this part, I've also included a legend. The next one is the isometric view. This is the isometric view of the first and second floor sanitary layout, and the first second floor water layout plans. In this part, it can be seen the connection of the sanitary and water line layout plan of the first floor and the second floor. The next one is the septic vault. The septic vault plan and catch basin plan. As shown in the picture is the septic vault plan and catch basin plan, and I've indicated some details about it. So let's proceed to the electrical plans. The first and second floor lighting layout plan. So in my residential building, I've decided to use pin light and chandelier as a source of light. Also, I've decided to have through circuit home run in the first floor and as well as in the second floor for safety purposes. The LPP of the light and power panel board is placed near the main door. Then the switch of the light is placed near the doors of every room and a place where it can be easily accessed. So I've included legend to this part, which is shown in the picture. The next one is the first floor power layout and the second floor power layout. In this sheet content, it can be seen the location of the convenience outlet as well as the AC or the air conditioning outlet in every room. Lastly, the riser diagram and schedule of loads. In the schedule of loads, there are 18 circuits overall, including the spare. For the lighting outlet, in order to get the watts, the quantity of each circuit under lighting outlet will be multiplied to 100. For convenience outlet, in order to get the watts, the quantity of each circuit under convenience outlet will be multiplied to 2, and the result will be multiplied to 180. For the air conditioning unit, each horsepower has its own corresponding value in watts, which corresponding value in watts, which is shown in the picture. So after I get the watts of each circuit, I add all of it to get the total watts, which is 25,372 watts. Then to get the value of the ampere, the watts will be divided to the voltage, and after I get the value of the ampere in each circuit, I add all of it to get the total ampere, which is 116.73 ampere. I also included the protection size of wires and size of the pipe in the schedule of loads, which is also in the picture. Also, as shown in the picture is the riser diagram. And that's all. Shukran and wasalam. Once again, I'm Sittie Johairah, I'm Abdulla, and Assalamu alaikum.